Let me know if you can see. So, Ashok, can you see the screen? Hello, Ashok, can you
Yes,
see the?
yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
again for basic. Okay, basic mock interview again. So this question is very important. What are the differences between ECC and S4 HANA? Ashok, any idea what is the difference between ECC and S4 HANA? Hmm? Ashok, what are the difference between ECC and S4 HANA?
Like sir, in a GL master,
Mhm,
like CO option is not there in ECC. Uh,
mhm.
like we can create a cost element while creating the GL. In
Okay,
ECC, that option is not there. In S4, we can create cost element.
okay, okay. What else?
Uh, shall I read?
Business partner is yes, is mandatory, and yes, in ECC we don't have business partner.
We have in
We
ECC
have,
also.
yeah,
We
but in
have
S4HANA, business partner is mandatory to create the customer and vendors.
correct. I will not ask why business partner mandatory is for HANA. As long as you are telling me that business partner is a mandatory in S4HANA, I'm fine. Okay. Then what else?
So while creating the GL account in ECC, we have account type as a P&L account and balance sheet. But in S4HANA, it has been divided into like balance sheet account, non-operating expense income, and primary cost revenue and secondary costs. And
Correct.
even cash and bank account type also added from the 2020 version while creating the GL account in FS00. Then in
Correct.
OV15, while creating the chart of account, controlling integration is not available in ACC. I mean,
Correct.
in S4, because
Correct.
element creation is integrated to creation of GL account in FS00. And
Correct.
the secondary cost type is being added in OBA7, which is a document type.
Correct.
Then open and close the periods part, there is a third interval has been added, which has been CO related periods.
Correct.
Then when it comes to the foreign currency revaluation, there is a need to code FAGL_FCV, and even simulation ledger has been started over here.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
bank account type, if you talk about, there is a Fury app has been created with the bank account ID creation level with the managed bank accounts Fury app. But house bank creation is possible from the GUI.
Correct. Then what
Mm.
else?
Yeah, table level AC Docker has been introduced in
Very
S4.
nice. Yes, very nice point. Then
And there is a currencies. If we talk about the currencies, there are 10 currency types are been available in S4, but in ECC 3.
very nice. Then can you touch little bit asset accounting and CO also from different point
Yeah,
of view?
yeah. When it comes to the asset accounting, there is a new technical account has been added. It is a
Mm-hmm.
two-part. It's operating level and validating level. Operating level in the sense it is applicable for the all accounting principles and ledgers, but validating level for the specific ledger of account. And if we talk about the entries also, at operating level, technical clearing account debit and vendor account will be credited. At the validating level, respect to asset account debit and the technical clearing account will get credit. So this technical clearing account will be used for the asset reconciliation purpose. So at the ledger. Then if we talk about the depreciation run area, so in ECC we have a real-time depreciation area, but in S4 all are real-time depreciation areas. So because of this one, there is no delta depreciation in S4 now.
Correct.
Yeah,
Then what else?
when it comes to depreciation run under AFAP, so there is a we can run the depreciation at accounting principle level. And even in ECC, we have a different options like a plan and plan repeat restart. But those options have not been available now in S4, and we can run that according principle level. Then there is a new program has been added, changed, like FFA underscore depreciation underscore post in FAP. And even
Correct.
previous grades depreciation also we could be see in the top there is a one option over there we could be see. But in ECC there is a table, TABA table is available to check the all previous grades depreciation. And smoothing
Okay.
option is not available in the in the posting rules in S4. Smoothing means the difference between the depreciation due to change in the rate of depreciation.
Correct. That's
So,
removed. Then what
yeah,
else?
then ASKB is not available in S4, so periodic postings.
Mhm.
So there is a ledgers has been introduced in S4, which has been extension ledger and predictive ledger.
Okay. Okay. Very nice points. Anything? Can you cover 1-2 point from CEO also, if possible?
Sorry, sir.
So, material ledger is mandatory in S4.
Which ledger?
Material
Material.
ledger.
Material ledger. Okay. Activation of material ledger is mandatory. Yes, correct. Any other point? Okay, no problem. Very good. This much point is enough. Okay, if you are telling. Very nice points. Thank you. Then second, how will you conduct workshop on foreign currency revaluation? Let's say your manager is telling you, Ashok or Venkat, please prepare one PPT. You have to conduct workshop on foreign currency revaluation, or we have to conduct requirement gathering and workshop on foreign currency revaluation. So what you'll do? How we'll discuss with the business about the foreign currency revaluation? Venkat, how will discuss with the business? Let's say you are the lead of the foreign currency revaluation, from requirement gathering, documentation, building, testing, and going live in hypercare. What you will do?
Yeah, first we will check with the business. So in what currencies we will receive the invoices and all
Mm-hmm.
currencies transactions. So
Mm-hmm.
based on that, we will configure the foreign currency valuation related GLs and all.
That's correct. But what exactly, what information you will seek from the client so that you can configure?
So in
We
first,
collect.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
so.
we have been collecting the what are the accounting principles the company code is being using.
Mm-hmm.
Then we check that what are the currency of the transactions that been posting.
Mm-hmm.
Then what is the valuation methods and valuation areas? This configuration is very important, like accounting principle as well as valuation method and areas and assignment part. And we've been segregating these GL accounts into two ways, like KDP and KDF, which is been open item and non-open item GL accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So over there, we have been assigning the unrealized gain or loss accounts and balance sheet adjustments account if it is a open item related GL account, because for the open item related GL accounts, we can't post entries directly. So for reconciliation accounts, we can't post. So that's why balance sheet adjustment we use over there. The entries also will be comes in the like unrealized gain or loss account, which is been reversal at month end and will be reversed in next period beginning. And realized gain or loss will be happen at the time of making the payment to the vendor. But at the at the discussion stage with the business, we will be discuss what are the accounting principles they have been using and what are the currencies and the translation, and we'll update the FX rates also in OBG rate before and in this foreign currency devaluation. And
So
we
what you're telling, you will be first knowing for which ledger they want to do revaluation, or which accounting, based on which accounting principle they want to do revaluation. Then you'll also be collecting which are the GL they want to do revaluation, and based on that you'll bifurcate open item, non-open item management to configure accordingly. Correct? That's what you're telling, right?
True.
Then you will be also knowing in which are the currency, foreign currency they are doing transaction to maintain the exchange rate, right?
Yes, in OBG, right.
Then what else? Sorry, I missed few points. What else you said?
Then I will be assign I will be create the GL account in FS00, which is unrealized gain or loss account,
Uh,
and balance sheet adjustment account, because for the open item and cancellation accounts, so we can't post entries. For that, balance sheet adjustment accounts will be used, like customers and vendors and assets.
okay, okay, okay. Then
That,
what else? What else? Will you not test which are the company code, or which are the country want to do revaluation, or you will not check in which are the currency you want to do revaluation, foreign currency to company code currency, foreign currency to domestic currency, or foreign currency to, sorry, foreign currency to group currency, foreign currency to any custom currency. Will you not check this part with the business?
yeah, that will be at the time of creation of GL account. I mean, company code itself we do have, right?
No,
So
how? No.
because while creating the while we are assigning the GL account in OBA1 itself, we need to be assigned for the company code currency as well as group currency. We will be assign the GL accounts
Where? I
in
missed it.
OBA1.
OBA1, no, there is no. Currency
Yes,
only have one currency. The currency type is that is different. If you give currency type there, it means that you are restricting in that currency only posted transaction, it will revaluate. That is the meaning.
I mean
I'm
to say,
asking,
I'm not
I,
assigning the
you
currency,
know,
sir.
when you define the valuation area, there is currency. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
one currency, two currency, three currency. There. What is the meaning of that?
These are company code currency and group currency and hard currency will be.
Then you will not ask this question to business. By default, you will assume that you will revaluate the foreign currency to company code currency. That is what you are assuming. Will you not check foreign currency to group currency? Also, you have to do revaluation.
We need to do, sir. We need to do.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We need to do.
This is very important point, honestly speaking. Okay, because there are many business scenario where they don't want to sometime in some time they will not revaluate in company code currency, but they will revaluate in the group currency, because let's say they want to only show in the group reporting or consolidated reporting, not at the company code level. Maybe. Okay,
Okay.
so you may need to check this part also. Okay,
Sure, sir.
please.
Yeah.
This point also you have to check. Okay, so what are the other point we'll discuss with the business?
What is the exchange rate type they have been using uh, for this one?
Mhm.
So we can be exchange rate type can be defaulted from the document type as well as, yeah.
Correct. That is also one point in our business also.
Yeah.
For foreign currency revaluation purpose itself, we have used different exchange rate type. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you can ask that one because you have created different exchange rate type also. Okay. So these are the point you have to discuss with the business. Then
And also insert how the rate updated in the system through interfaces or how.
that is, see, that is not part of just foreign currency revaluation. That is part of the overall foreign currency transaction discussion. That part. Okay. Interface part.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say even if you are not doing foreign currency revaluation, but if you are posting in foreign currency transaction, then also you need the interface. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's say you are doing the foreign currency transaction, but you are not doing foreign currency revaluation, but you still need that interface if you want to update the exchange rate from the interfaces. Correct, Venkat?
Yes, sir. Yeah, correct.
So that you can discuss as a part of foreign currency revaluation. I'm not telling, but that is not mandatory. That you can discuss as a general discussion also. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay, sir.
Then one more point you have to discuss. Either foreign currency revaluation they have to run manually or they will run automatically by a background job.
Yeah.
Okay, this also you can schedule. Because in one of the implementation we forgot. We thought we never asked this question. Not exactly for foreign currency revaluation. This we have scheduled. There is one automatic clearing, right? You remember? F.13 I've taught you.
Yeah.
We forgot to ask them. And when it went live, that time they're asking us to schedule the background job. So please ask this kind of question to them, that either you will run manually, automatically, and all these things you have to ask. Not only that, you will ask few more questions, who are authorized, what role, everything, but that is okay. Park that. But at least this many basic question you have to ask them. Okay, na?
Yeah.
Done. Now, next you tell me that there is something called bank GL. If you create bank GL as a cash account type, what advantage you'll get? Bank account, bank GL as cash account type. Cash account type. What is the advantage and what is the disadvantage for this one? Can you tell me? If you
Here we
create bank GL as a cash
can,
account type, what is the advantage and what is the disadvantage? One point is also fine.
so here we can reduce the jail account maintenance. So we can
How can you reduce the number
we,
of bank GLs?
yeah, we can create one set of JL accounts for all the bank accounts.
Mm-hmm,
So by using the subledger uh, option in the FS00 JL creation
mm-hmm.
cash
Okay,
account,
okay.
so that we can differentiate about the bank ID and house bank
Hmm.
for the transactions.
Correct. That is advantage. Disadvantage.
So while doing the payments and all, we need to select the house bank and account ID for each transactions. So when it comes to manual payments,
Manual payment. You have to manually enter, right? That's what you're telling.
yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll give one scenario. Please answer this one. There are many limitations. One big SAP note, master note itself is given for this. Okay. So SAP has told which are the limitation, what and all you cannot do if you use cash account type. So there is some impact in foreign currency revaluation also. I've given one master note if you remember during FX revaluation. And I'm asking one question. You just tell me how will you achieve it. So if you are in ECC, then let's say Citibank has different GL, ICICI Bank had different GL, SDFC Bank had different GL, Yes Bank had different GL, Wells Fargo had different GLs. Correct, right? In ECC, correct, right? Or if you are not using cash account type, that is how we create bank GL. Correct, na? Correct.
Yes, you are.
Now this GL you can map in the financial statement version, and if anybody want to see what is my Citibank balance, they will check the Citibank GL. If they want to check what is my ICICI Bank balance, they will check ICICI Bank GL. If they want to see what is my Yes Bank balance, they will go and check Yes Bank Yes Bank GL balance. But here we have common GL, only one GL, or let's say based on house bank and payment method combination, you're creating some bank GL, but obviously you're not creating bank wise bank GL. Then in financial statement version, how can I check which bank has how much balance? You got my question right, first of all?
Yes, sir. We got it.
Because I have mapped only one GL, right? Or three GL I have mapped. Let's say one main bank, one incoming and outgoing. But that is common for all my bank. Then how
Yes.
do I get to know which bank has how much balance while running the financial statement version? You got question, you got it right. First of all,
Yes,
solution
sir.
I can give you, but question you got or not? You got it,
Yes,
na
sir.
question?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now you think about it and tell me the solution.
Is there any option to drill down by account ID, say, house bank account?
No, it will not come. Only GL will come. If you drill down below, you'll get GL. Last is the GL in that.
Okay. Hmm. No.
Have you heard something called manage global hierarchy? There is one more SAP Fiori app is there.
Yes. Yeah, it
With
is
the
the
help,
very important. Yeah, SAP.
so
Yeah.
there is one word is called semantic tag. Okay, I'll teach you someday. With the help of semantic tag, you have to achieve this requirement. It is not possible in normal OB58. Okay, you have to create from the Fiori itself, from the manage global hierarchy. Okay, then only it is possible. Okay, right?
Yeah. Good.
I'll teach you someday, no problem. So this is there. Apart from that, there are so many limitations. Yes, SAP has given it has advantage, but lot of limitations are there. If you read that master note, then you'll get to know lot of limitations are there. Okay. Now, next point. So next point is that what is called open item management. What is the difference between open item management and open item management by ledger group? What is differences between open item management and open item management by group, by ledger group or by group? One word is there. What is the difference between these two?
Open item management is applicable for the balance sheet accounts, and this
Very nice.
open item management by ledger, which has been a new concept in S4, which is not there in ECC.
No, it is there
So,
in ECC also there, but in the latest version it is there. ECC EHP 7 or 8 it is there.
okay.
But you have to activate one note. There was one SAP note. Once you activate that note, then only that functionality would come.
Okay.
It is there, but okay.
Okay, sir.
Now then, what is the difference between open item? First point you told very rightly. Second, what is
Sir,
the open?
I missed the point. So what is that, sir? Sir.
No, I think Naga answered that open item management by group is available in S4 HANA only. It is not available in ECC. In
Not
ECC also, in the latest version, I think EHP 7 or 8, it is there. But you have to activate on SAP node. Then only that functionality will come. That's what I told him.
not this point, sir. First point he said something, so I missed
He
it.
told that open item management is applicable for balance sheet GLs.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I missed it. Sir.
Okay. Then what else? It has some limitation. Open item management has some limitation. That's the reason they introduced this one. So what is this limitation which open item management has that can be achieved by this one? If you activate this function, both is not possible to activate for single GL. So what is that? What is the use of open item management by ledger group? Okay, I'll ask one cross question. Let's say you created one bank incoming GL as a open item management. Can you post ledger specific posting is possible? Only for
Yes, yes,
huh?
possible. Yes, possible.
Are are you sure?
Yeah, ledger specific postings is possible, right? Yeah.
Let me
Ledger
show you.
specific means the ledger group will be assigned over there.
Let's say I want to post only in leading ledger. I want to post either in non-leading ledger or in local ledger. Is it possible? That is my question. Is it possible to
Um,
post ledger specific?
Ledger group specific we can be post, sir.
Group means what you are trying. Single ledger is
Um,
also considered as a group. So when
yes, yes,
are you
true.
trying to tell two, three group
Yes,
combining into one? That's what you're telling.
yes, yes, yes. It is possible.
Okay. Okay. Then what about ledger specific single GL?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Is it possible or not possible? See. I'm taking one GL which is created. It is not possible. That's the reason SAP brought that concept. If you created any GL as an open item management GL, and if you want to post ledger specific, it will not allow. But if you tick this one, then only it will allow to do the ledger specific posting. Got it? The difference between them? Hello? Got it right? Guys, yes, no, please reply.
Yeah.
See here, what it is telling, posting to GL is not possible. Okay. Since it is open item, it will not allow. If you remove this GL, then it will allow. Okay.
Okay.
So if any GL is created as an open item management, ledger specific posting is not allowed. Even ledger group is also not allowed. Okay. So in that scenario, if you have some scenario where you want to do the ledger specific posting, then you select this one. But it has again, the clearing also will happen from different T code then. So there are a lot of different scenarios. Then your report view, clearing, automatic clearing update 13, there is update 13 L is there. Different T codes are there to clear. Okay, so I'm not going in detail now. I have already taught all this thing, but I will tell only one point. This, if you select ledger specific posting, not possible. If you select this one, then ledger specific posting is possible. This is the difference. Okay, simple point.
Yeah, got it.
Now, next point. Okay, I will ask question like this. Have you worked in APP? Ashok, have
Yeah.
you worked in APP? Ashok, have
Yes,
you
sir.
worked in APP? Naga or Venkat, anybody please
Yeah.
explain what is ind to ind APP cycle? It is end to end APP cycle. How have you implemented the APP in your business?
Yeah, APP means it is an automatic payment program. If you want to make the bulk payments, so we can be use the APP. But before we are been running the APP, we need to do the configuration in a BJP configuration. So T code level. So we have different steps over there, like set up the all company codes. So if you see over here, we have different options like which is a paying set up company and a paying company. So and special GL indicator for the customers and vendors and the separate payment for the business area. So if you talk about second one, set up the paying company code at company code. Over here we have different options like paying what is a paying company and what is the minimum amount for the incoming payment and outgoing payment. And there is no exchange rate difference option for the full payment or partial payment and separate payment for each difference. And we'll assign the payment advice format over here. And in third step, it is a payment method at a country level. Usually, we'll create the payment method at a country level. So first, we need to be update what will be the country and what is the payment method. Then, whether it is payment method for the incoming payments or outgoing payments. Then we will classify the payment as a bank transfer or a check or bills of exchange, and then we can be control the bank master data fields over here, like posting details like document type for the payment and the clearing document types. And also we will assign the DME format over here. For example, we have a different payment methods like bank transfer, check payments, ACH payments, which is being used mainly for the domestic payments, wire payments, and for the international transactions and direct debits. So then we have a step like set up the payment method at paying company code level. Here, what is a paying company code and the payment method, and what is the minimum amount and maximum amount, and even we can be group the payments based on the due date, and we can control the foreign payments also. Then we do have option of the bank determination. So over here we have different options like the ranking order, bank accounts, and available amounts. Ranking order means it means for the making the payments from the which bank account should be considered first and the next, and this is being used for the based on the paying company code, and could we see the different options over here like payment method, currency, ranking order, and the house banks. And bank accounts field contains like different fields, house bank, payment method, and even we will be assigned that banks of GL account, so GL account, which is outgoing bank account, GL account. in. And then
Okay.
yeah, I mean, if you have been using the cash and bank account type, we will not be assign the outgoing bank account over here, and even set up the house bank account also we not be
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's it. You'll do.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just by
Um,
doing FBZP configuration, payment will happen.
no, for that we need to do creation of the uh, vendor invoices as well as and these invoices should be that due within the running the F110.
Okay. My question is that once you run F110, how bank will get to know that to whom, which vendor bank has to pay, how much they have to pay, by when they have to pay, how bank will
Yeah,
get to know.
yeah. For that, what we do, we once we run the F110, there is a DME file will be generated, the payment file, which is
Mhm.
been in two formats like flat file or XML file, which we have been assigning BJP configuration in third step. So before that, we need to define this DME and payment medium of bits and variants. Then once file is being generated in A11 path, based on the PA system and interface, the file will be sent to the bank as per the schedule.
Okay. So don't you have any approval process?
Yes, sir. We do have that approval process, which can be one is from the workflow, or else we can be used with the, as we discussed previously, with the BCM, Bank Communication Management.
Huh. Now, if bank communication management is implemented, how do we get to know that it is implemented or not? First of all, let's say you went in some support project and you are running app and file is not generating.
Yeah,
First of all,
because
how will you get to know that either BCM is implemented in the client or not in SAP? How will you get to know BCM module is implemented for the client or not?
that that we use to be.
So, BMK underscore money.
Okay, that's okay. But I have told yesterday one point. I have told yesterday or some day back. I have told when you run F110 below one word will come.
Yes, sir.
See here, whenever this cross payment one word will come. When this comes, it means that BCM is implemented. See somewhere I have taught you. If you go
Yes,
here,
sir. Yesterday only you taught.
see this one. This word will come. Intended for cross payment media. When this word come,
Yeah,
it means that
IPPM1,
you have to create the batch. Okay,
IPPM.
either FBPM1 you can use or directly from here also you can create. I have taught you yesterday only, just I have taught you from here you can create, right?
Yeah,
Correct, right? So
correct.
okay, now tell me, if BCM module is implemented, now you got to know that BCM module is implemented. Okay, now next question is, what is called verifier and what is called approver? What verifier can do and what approver can do? Or let's say when it went for first level of approval, what he can do, and when it goes for second level, final level approval, what he can do with the payment batch.
I mean, edit and approval is possible, and even we can reject the batch also for the approval.
Okay, for verifier, see in BCM I have taught you someday back again if you remember or not, or yesterday I taught, I'm not sure. There are two kind of approval is there. One, first level approval has certain authorization to do. The final approval has certain authorization to do. What is that I'm asking? Let's say there are two approver only. Ashok is the first approver and you are the final approver. So when I'm submitting the batch, I'm running F110, I'm creating batch and I'm batch I submitted to Ashok. What Ashok can do as a first approver with the batch and what you can do as a final approval. There are some limitation between verifier or first approver to final approver. What is that?
So any changes can do by Ashok, right, sir? Customer.
Ashok, but what is that changes? That's what I'm asking. What is that changes?
So any payment blocks, any invoice not to pay.
But he cannot come and approve here at F110 level or at vendor or customer level or invoice level. As a approver, what changes he can do? That you have to reply. As a approver, as a first approver, I submitted, let's say I submitted one batch to him. Okay, what he can do with that batch? That is my question. Okay, let me answer. I think you forgot. Let's say like this, run multiple payment run I did. Payment A2, A3, A4, A5 I did, and I combine into one batch. Now, as a verifier or as a first level of approval, Ashok has authorization to accept or reject either whole batch, or he can accept or reject few payment run he can reject. Let's say A2 he is not okay, he can reject A2, but A3, A4, A5 he can accept, he can approve it. But when it goes to Venkat don't have that authorization. He cannot accept or reject at payment level. He has to accept or reject whole batch level. Is it clear? Hello, is it
Yes,
clear
sir.
or not?
Yeah.
Yesterday or
Yeah.
someday I have taught you somewhere here. If I remember, see here only I have taught you. See, the verifier has this subject. What he can do, let's say you run payment 1, payment 2, payment 3. Now verifier has option either accept this whole three. For this three run, you have created one batch. So Ashok either can accept or reject individual batch also, individual payment, or he can accept or reject whole batch. This has, he has the authorization. But when it goes to final approval, he don't have authorization to accept this one, reject this one, accept this one. No, he doesn't have the authorization. Either this whole batch he has to accept or reject. Is it clear? Hello,
Understood, sir. Yeah, understood.
clear or not?
Clear, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yeah, clear.
Clear, right? This is what I explained to you. I don't know, you forgot. Okay, now if you are okay with this, now tell me. So you told all this point. Okay, now how will it track the status? Either payment is done by bank, payment file is rejected by bank, accepted by
Yeah,
bank, acknowledged by
that
bank.
we, that we do have a BN underscore Muni keyboard level. We can whether the
Okay,
banker has been accepted or rejected.
okay. So in that you can check
Yeah,
what configuration you will do to get into this one. To get the status in this T code, you have to do certain steps, certain thing you have to do, right? What is that you have to do? Okay, no problem. Please follow the note. I have already taught you. Okay, so there is something
yeah.
called payment
Okay, good.
status configuration you have to do. Okay, no problem. You follow the note. Okay, you tell me when you create a DME, either it will
Hmm.
create customer request or workbench request.
Workbench request to create.
Workbench request.
Yeah.
What is called atom? What is the use of the atom in the DME? In DME you have atom, right? What is the use of the atom?
Uh, this will comes in the I mean exactly not anymore.
No problem. So when you create a lot of variants, right, in
Hmm.
SAP.
Yeah.
So how do you move from one system to another system? Let's say you created some variant in development system. So how do you move that variant from development to quality, quality to production?
Manually, we will do so.
It is one
Variants.
of the cutoff activity also.
Okay, very nice. But let's say if I want to capture in the transport request, can we? Let's say a lot
Manually,
of variants you have created lots of variants, okay, and you feel that it will be more time consuming as a part of cutover in the production system, and you want to capture in the transport request. Is it possible to capture in the transport request?
not sure.
Okay, no problem. What is called next payment run? In app you have next payment run option, right? What is the meaning of that? In app you
Yeah,
have
So
something called, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
next
If
payment
you
run, what are the invoices are there by that time? So those invoices may pick in the payment program.
very nice. So whatever invoices are due by that day, all will be considered in today payment run itself, right? That is the meaning, correct?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Okay. Now, my next question is that you have created something called uh, profit center hierarchy. Okay. Do you think that while creating profit center hierarchy, will it create transport request? Profit center hierarchy you have created, cost center hierarchy you have created. Do you think that it will be created while configuring, it will be created transport request or not? Or
No,
how?
sir.
No, then how do you move from one system to another system? If it is not creating transport request, then how do you move? You cannot go and create in every system manually. Anybody remember? I have taught you. I told this is what you will be doing also. This is very important. So for all the hierarchy, there is something called export and import functionality. Okay, if you remember or forget, I don't know. Do you remember? There is something called export and import functionality. You remember or forgot? You can export the hierarchy, you can import the hierarchy into next system. If you have watched my YouTube video for validation something, there is I have created set. For set also I have taught how to do import and export. Or that can be as a data migration object. In every system you can upload also with the help of data migration. So whatever you feel comfortable, either export and import or data migration. Okay. We generally don't capture in the TR. We do in this way. Okay, let's say you have configured a financial statement version, and when business is running the trial balance, let's say data migration upload is done, and business is running their financial statement version, and they are seeing that it is not matching. Your financial statement version is showing some wrong result. What will be your analysis? This question Ashok should answer. Ashok, what will be your analysis? You uploaded all the balances and you did all the posting, everything you did. And when you're checking your financial statement version, you notice that it is not matching. Your balance sheet is not matching. Your PNL is not coming correct. What will be the issue? What and all you'll analyze? Ashok,
Yes, sir.
what you'll do? Hmm? Okay, let me make little more simpler. How do you identify how many GLs are not mapped in the financial statement version? Let's say you configure the financial statement version and you want to know either all the GL you have mapped or some GL missed. How do you check? This is the basic. If you don't know this, then I can easily understand that you have not worked in the financial statement version, because very often we keep on checking any GL missing, any GL missing or not while mapping. And I
We
have
can
taught you also.
we can find the GLs which are unassigned
But where we can check?
in table level.
Table level we can check. What is the table for the financial statement version? And how will you do reconciliation? Which are the mapped, which are not mapped? How will you put the VLOOKUP? There is more easiest way is there. See, this is very important point. Okay, please know here one option is there. If you go here, this is very important. If anybody really telling that I have worked as a financial state, I have worked in financial state version, then he or she must know this functionality. This is where check. So here you can get to know easily either any GL. See, account assigned to one side only. If any GL you have mapped only in debit side or only in credit side, then you can check. Any not GL is not assigned, you can easily check here. Okay. So this functionality you must know. Run it. If anything is missing, you'll easily get to know. See here, there is only one GL is missing. It is showing. See, this GL is missing. It is not mapped. So whatever it is showing here, it means it is not mapped. There are two GL which you have mapped only either debit side or credit side. Both side you have not mapped. So you have ticked only debit side, not credit side. So okay, it may be required. Okay, but this one, see, one GL is missed. So this is the way you have to check. If you don't know this one, then I can easily understand you have not practiced. That is first question. And if you are telling in interview and you are not answering this, it means that you have not worked. Very simple. Because whoever will work in financial statement version, without this check, there is no chance that he has worked, because very often we keep on checking. In real time, GLs are not so easy range. There will be so much zigzag will be there, and there will be huge chance of missing the GLs. If any GLs you miss, then also it will not match. If debit side of the GL you have mapped, credit side you have not mapped, like I have two GLs, then also it will not match. Okay. So instead of mapping in the PNL, if you map in the balance sheet note, then also it will not map. So these are the some reasons, but please know this one, it is very, very important. Okay, then the whole financial version, this is the like heart of question. This is the question I'll ask. I can ask you more question in this, but this first I'll check this one, either you know this one or not. If you don't know this one, then you have not worked on financial instant version, then why do I ask other question? Okay, right? You got it now? What I'm trying to tell? Hello?
Yes.
Please practice. Please practice. This is very, very important. Okay, my last question would be, have you worked on any rise up? Any kind of rise up? Either workflow, interface, enhancement, conversion, form. Have you worked on any rise up? Have you worked in any rise up object? Ashok, have you worked on any rise up? Venkatesh, have you worked on any rise up?
No, sir. I didn't work. Thanks.
Okay. But in class, I'm telling you, have you worked? I have taught you many rise up. How many of you practice the format of the check and format of the remittance advices? How many practice that one? I have given you a functional specification for check and for remittance advices. How many of you practice? Have you opened that format and checked what table field I have given? And in BCM also lot of body implementation I told you. Why you are not answering? I implemented this body, I implemented that body. That is also enhancement, right? Why are you not answering? Let's say you run APP. First approver rejected it, the file. How reversal will happen? Will you come in 1,000 documents, you'll manually reverse again in FBRA? I've taught you something that you have to implement this body so that if approver rejects it, payment will automatically get reversed. Why are you not telling? I've implemented this enhancement. I also told you there is one more body. Let's say I am running F110. I should not approve my own file. Approver and creator of the file should not be the same. How do I control this one? There is one more body I told you. Why are you not talking about all this thing? Please remember all this thing. Very important. I will send you today one FS for the vendor aging report. I want you to people practice it a lot. Okay. I have one real time functional specification, almost 10-15 page for vendor aging report. You have to practice it. You have to check it, how it is built. Without rise up work, your interview is incomplete. In every interview, they'll ask, have you worked on functional specification? Have you worked on any rise up? You have to tell yes. Minor enhancement also you have done. You have to tell I have worked on this enhancement. Conversion you can tell. I have already taught you how to do data conversion from legacy system to S4 system. That you can talk. I hope you remember the full form of the rise up. See, rise up. This is the full form of the rise up. W means workflow. In BCM also you have to build the workflow. R means report. Okay. I means interface. Just now you talked about bank file will or say APP file will go to bank. How it will go without interface? You're not talking about interface. Yes, I have worked on interface. SAP to bank. See, conversion. This is data migration. Long from so many days I'm teaching you data migration, conversion, ECC to S4 or any legacy to S4. You worked in this one also. You know it, but you are not able to answer. You know this one, you know this one, you know this one, but you are not able to answer. Enhancement, see, lot of body I taught you. All those are known as an enhancement. Okay, form also I taught you. Remittance advice form, check format. I have already taught you everything. Today, please go and observe this four table. Okay, one table is payer, one table is regas, one table is regat, and one table is regas. Please, every field you please observe for this table. Okay, every field you observe. If you know this four field, then any kind of report you can.
REGUP.
Which one?
REGUP also is there. Paid aid.
Yes, one more table. Let's say this one also. Okay. Observe these tables very carefully. And one T012K is also there. If you want this one also, you can. No. We have already taught you all this table if you remember. While preparing the remittance advice and check format, we have taken the field from this table only. Okay. Please know these tables. Tomorrow I'll give you some text, check number, and you have to give me a table and field name. Okay, I'll give text, and you have to give me table and field name. From which table, what is the field? So that way maybe you can practice. When you are giving everything ready made, maybe you are not understanding, so we'll give the text. Will give, then we'll ask you go and find in which table this field is available, and you write against that text. Let's say once I run F110, in which table payment document number is getting saved, you go and check it. In which table you can check your DME file, you go and check it. So that way maybe you'll understand. But this table you have to remember. Okay, these are very important table. How you have to practice for the interview. Okay, interview or work will not be straightforward, but it is the summary of your knowledge, what you have learned. Out of that, it is summary. Okay, it is a summary. Nobody will ask you what is called company code, but company code related query you have to solve. It may be direct question, it may be indirect question. Let's say client is asking me what is called customization. You might have never prepared it a interview question customization. What is called customization? But client is asking. When you're having the conversation with the client, you keep on using right this word customization, configuration. They're asking what is called customization. Now there is no ready-made answer. You have to think what you have learned. You have done multiple time customize. You have to answer it. That's it. You have to make sure they are understanding. Client is asking what is called middleware. Okay, so what is called middleware? So yesterday I have given an example also. What is called middleware? Can you give some name of the middleware? Some example of the middleware?
CPI, CO,
Uh-huh. CPI, then
CO,
CO or PO, man.
PO, sir, sorry.
Then what they do? What this middleware they do?
Like how the format the bank wants. So it will create in that format and it will send it to bank.
Okay, that is chalo format conversion. Then what else? It will do only format conversion or anything else also will do. What are other functionality it has? It will do encryption, decryption. Okay, you can encrypt the file. Okay, now with the help of PGP key, there is something called PGP key. In middleware, you can create different folder. Let's say when file you get, you put in one folder. When file is processed, it move to another folder. When file is in error, it move to another folder. You remember I have taught, right? Many folders I have created. Correct, na, Ashok? In
Yes, sir.
middleware. So, I mean, all these are summary of the knowledge. So when you are talking with the business, uh, you have to make them understand in simple language. So in the meeting, there was a middleware guy was also there. He made client understand very suitable example. He told Mr. John, let's say you are looking for job and you don't have time, so you'll hire one agent. What he'll do? He will modify your resume based on the company requirement. He will modify based on the Infosys requirement because Infosys had different job description. Capgemini had different job description. So your agent will modify your resume and it will send to the different company code based on their requirement. So middleware is nothing but like agent. It will receive the file either from SAP and it will modify the file and send to the external system, or it will receive from external system and modify the file and send to the SAP. So middleware used for both inbound interface and outbound interface also. And client understood easily. Okay, na? Okay, na, Ashok?
Yes, sir.
You got to know what is called middleware then? Please
Yes, I'm
remember, they will ask you any middleware. These days, very famous middleware CPI. Many people are using CPI. Okay, there are other so many advanced technology has also come. BTP, data spell, lot of things are there. But CPI, PI, then PO, XI, Informatica, these are highly used middleware. Okay, na? So you have to remember. You tell CPI. These days very famous is CPI. So you tell that I have used the CPI middleware. I hope you by now you know what is called middleware. Okay, guys. So this is the thing you have to practice and you have to understand thoroughly from the real time business point of view. Okay. I hope you people are really practicing. At least I'm happy that you are able to answer most of the questions. Obviously, few questions will be there. Nobody can answer. Even if someone taking my interview also, I'll not be able to answer all the questions. But no problem. You have people have prepared very well. But go in little depth. Okay, go in depth. If you go little in depth, you will be working in the project like hero. You'll be hero. No need to struggle. But if you don't practice today what I'm training, you'll be struggling if you go in the project, because what I'm training is very in depth, very in depth. Okay. So please practice. You may feel difficult initially, but once you learn, you'll become hero. Okay, na? So tell me which area you are weak. You may need me to repeat the, the topic, or you want me to give the revision of the topic. Which area? Ashok, you tell me which area you want me to revise for you.
sir. This banking. So
Banking. Okay. Tomorrow
yes,
I'll teach you again banking then. Hmm?
just overview.
Overview. Okay, no problem. I'll show you configuration and theory both tomorrow one more time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right?
Yes.
Any other people has any other? So Naga, do you want me to revise any topic?
No, sir. I will review, go through your videos.
Okay. Benket, you do you have any topic where you have doubt you want me to revise or go through again?
No, sir. Everything okay, but I need to go through the recording, sir. Some of the classes I missed it due to my workload and night shift. So I need to go through them. Yeah, even I don't have laptops to practice, sir. That is the reason I'm not able to get the details. My office laptop is not allowing to configure and do anything.
No problem. So for Ashok, I'll repeat tomorrow banking part. Okay, I'll repeat FBZP, BCM, DME, approval workflow, everything I'll repeat for you. Okay, right? I know it is very lengthy for you. You may have the confusion, but I'll clarify tomorrow. Okay, Ashok?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah. See you
But I have
tomorrow.
one doubt, sir.